She was one of the most beautiful people I'd ever met. She also had a boyfriend. Like a boyfriend of 5 years and we lived together kind of boyfriend. Let me set the scene. It's May 2016, quaint southern town of Oxford, Mississippi, home to the University of Mississippi. I was 2 weeks from quitting my comfortable university job. I was 3 weeks from embarking on a 2-month, 8,000-mile cross-country road trip I'd fantasized about for a decade. And when I got back, I was set to turn my 3-year side project of teaching cooking classes for kids into a full-blown food education nonprofit. Long story short, she caught me at a time I wanted nothing more than to chase my dreams. It sounds cheesy, but I was discovering my most authentic self. I've been your classic goody two-shoes for most of my life. Straight A's, risk averse, I still can't tell a lie. But I've also always had a little bit of rebel in me too. After my junior season of high school basketball, I quit the team and got involved in the school play because that just wasn't what guys like me were supposed to do. He's his own man, my mom used to say. I was beginning to care less and less about other people's expectations of me. More than ever, I was ready to fight for the things that I wanted most. So she became that fight. Even more than her looks, and boy, was I smitten. She had this intoxicating energy about her. She was the life of the party, the type who somehow managed to convince the group that more shots was always a good idea. She was a grad student, a high achiever, but she also had a shoplifting arrest way back in her record. She was a sexy kind of reckless, what can I say? The type of girl I was wildly attracted to, but who never seemed to go for nice guys like me. We started seeing each other shortly after I got back from my road trip in August. First secretly, and then not so secretly once he moved out and out of town. We began hanging out with each other's friends. I told my mom about her. We exchanged I love yous. I'll spare you most of the details of our dramatic year-long back and forth because that's not really what this story is about. Just know that when it did all fall apart, after she went back to him, then back to me, and back to him again, I was emotionally exhausted. I wanted nothing more than to run away. And so I did. I'll tell you this much, having dreams isn't going to stop the world from trying to crush them. Dreams won't pay the bills when your new job only pays half of what your old one did. Dreams are a little comfort when the person you lay it all on the line for just doesn't seem to care anymore. And dreams definitely won't stop you from catching the flu for the first time in your life the same week you get dumped. It happened. All that hurt and disappointment, it started turning me angry. I hated her boyfriend. I hated her best friend. I hated not being her number one. I hated the way I couldn't fix her issues, and I hated the way I thought being with her could fix mine. I don't think I ever hated so many things in my life. Along the move to Oregon, I wrote a 1-page journal entry with the F word aimed in her direction 7 different times. 7 different times on one handwritten page. The worst part was that I was becoming a person that I didn't want to be, someone I'd never been before. You see, I'm the guy who stops to help a mother and daughter push their car to the side of the road last April and then drive them a mile down the road to get a gallon of gas. I'm the guy who cleans up garbage in the classrooms where I teach because I care about how we treat this place. And I'm my parents' son. People who on numerous occasions have housed and fed friends of mine for months at a time. Sometimes people they'd never even met. That's the kind of person I want to be on a day-to-day. Warm, giving, kind, optimistic, not angry, bitter, or resentful. So 3 days before beginning grad school, staring out into the Pacific Ocean off the Oregon coast, I resolved to let it all go. To take the weight of the world from off of my shoulders and live once again with an open heart. I may have been beginning from scratch in a strange new place, but at least I was becoming myself again. That choice to turn your life upside down and chase your dreams, that choice usually means inviting more failure into your life than you're probably used to, not less. These days, I'm becoming more okay with that. Coming here has helped me get back on my feet, and helped me embrace the journey. And maybe most importantly, moving here is teaching me that becoming a new version of yourself doesn't have to mean losing every bit of the old one. So Oregon, you've been a success if for no other reason than this. You led me back to the real me.